Coming up next on Arizona Horizon, a look at what's behind the weather pattern that's leading to record-setting temperatures across Arizona. Also tonight, a new book explores the ongoing global effort to recover artwork stolen from Jewish families during the Holocaust. And a virtual reality experience at the Phoenix Zoo offers a new way to explore wildlife from around the world. Those stories and more next on Arizona Horizon.
Arizona Horizon is made possible by contributions from the Friends of Arizona PBS, members of your public television station.
Good evening and welcome to Arizona Horizon. I'm Ted Simons. It's the middle of March and the Phoenix area is bracing for triple-digit heat, with forecasters saying the temperatures could reach upwards of 108 degrees this weekend. We talked about the health concerns of extreme heat last night. Tonight, a look at the meteorological conditions behind this historic spike in temperatures. Joining us now is Tom Frieders. He's with the National Weather Service in Phoenix. Tom, good to have you back here. Thank you so much for joining us. Hunter, can we get to be 108 this weekend?
Well, it's going to be close. We're forecasting anywhere from 104 to 108. Beginning really ramping up even more tomorrow on Thursday, and then peaking Friday into Saturday.
All right, so what's going on here? Why is this happening?
It's a real, what we call, amplified pattern, which builds a really strong high pressure system across the southwest United States. This is comparable to a high pressure system we may see in June, early July, when those summer months when we're hitting 115 to 120. For this year, we've translated that into March, and so the strength of it, we're seeing temperatures in that 105 to 110 category.
How does a high-pressure ridge system get to be so strong?
Yeah, with this current pattern, you may have heard stories about blizzards off the East Coast and flooding rains in Hawaii, and it's a highly amplified pattern. It's so amplified, and the jet stream is so far to the north that that's building this high pressure right in between it, and that's where we're sitting and stuck in the sunny but hot weather.
Is that La Nina playing here?
And that it is a little bit of the La Nina, where we were anticipating a dry and warm winter, yes.
But again, as far as this strong high-pressure ridge, why does this not usually happen this time of year?
Yeah, it's just because normally at this time of the year you do have a little bit further south of the jet stream and keeps this strong high pressure suppressed much more than it is. But this year, the strength of the system, and it's just shifted things a little bit further north, and that's able to build this strong system.
Okay, but is the high pressure system, is it directly over us? Is it off the coast of California? Where is it located right now?
Yeah, like right now today, we're just off the west coast of California, and that the center of that's going to shift right over the top of us for Thursday through Saturday especially, and that results in sinking motion, heating, drying, compressing air, and so that's what really heats us up.
Interesting. And so once it gets over top of us, where does it go? Will it go north, south, east?
What's going to happen is we're going to de-amplify this pattern, and we're going to kind of flatten things out, and we'll have a system that's going to move across the Pacific Northwest, just off to our north. It's going to push that high pressure and kind of compress it down a little bit and shift it off to the east a little bit. Just enough to cool us down a little bit, but we're still not going to see normal temperatures.
Well, and I was going to ask you that. Obviously, it's going to be crazy this weekend, but will we return anytime soon to beautiful March weather?
Yeah, we should be enjoying 70s right now, right? The way it looks right now is it won't be suppressed enough to really cool us down to near normal levels. We're still going to be into next week into the 90s, which is still 10 to 15 degrees above normal.
Yeah, some of these places are going to be 25 degrees above normal, the forecast. And it sounds like Phoenix and Yuma, these areas will be hit especially hard. Why?
Yeah, that's right under that core of this high pressure system. And so, yeah, we'll be upwards of 25 degrees above normal, and we'll be shattering record highs by Friday's high temperature. We're expected to shatter the record by 11 degrees, and that's how strong it is.
I want to go back to the high pressure system. I'm just fascinated by this thing because it's not even here yet, and it's already affecting us. Do these things ever? I mean, check that. How long in advance can you see this? How long did you know, weather forecasters know, that this was building and it was building to a very strong level?
Yeah, some patterns are difficult to get right, within a day or two. This pattern was developing. We saw it over 10 days in advance. And so we even had watches out for folks to get kind of a heads up 6 days in advance of this system coming in later this week. So it was a high confidence event that we saw coming that far in advance.
And the system was way out off the coast, even at that time?
This is before, yeah, it's way out in the Pacific before it even strengthens.
Yeah, I find that absolutely fascinating. Okay. Is this the new normal here? I mean, obviously 25 degrees above normal is crazy, but 5, 10 degrees above normal as early in the year as this, should we expect more of this in the coming years?
It just depends on what pattern you're looking at, but what we're seeing in the shorter term are more extreme weather conditions. So you are getting more abnormally extreme heat waves. We saw some significant cold outbreaks out east this winter, even though we were warm and dry. So we're seeing, floods, droughts. So what we're looking at is we need to just be prepared for more extreme weather.
Does it sound as if it sounds, at least to me, as if places that are cold are going to get colder, places that are hot are going to get hotter?
In general, that's how it seems to be
Yes.
working out, but not necessarily be the case. It just depends on where those patterns exactly set up. Yeah.
So what does this mean now as far as our summer? We don't want 25 degrees above normal in June. So what does this mean for later in the year?
That's the biggest question a lot of people are having. Really, there's no correlation between early extreme heat and how hot your summer is going to be. Sometimes we can have an earlier and more active monsoon system set up after extreme summer heat, and that could help moderate and cool the temperatures down a little bit. So right now, there's no correlation that we're going to have a significant hot summer.
Is there any correlation about how long hot temperatures will last? I mean, we're going into October these days.
We're going into our hot, dry weather season now, so chances are we're going to kind of persist this through June, and then we'll kind of monitor when that monsoon pattern sets up.
All right, so Friday's the day, huh?
Friday's the big day.
Yeah. All right, Tom Frieders, National Weather Service in Phoenix. Great conversation. Good to have you here.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm Chef Mark Tarbell. Welcome to Check Please Arizona, the show where Valley residents recommend their favorite restaurants. In this episode, we're enjoying a bit of Arizona's history and its future.
It reminds me of the 4th of July for some reason when I have fry bread. And it's just, it brings me back.
When it comes out, it's a piece of art, and I would say these are the best churros I ever had in my entire life.
Watch Thursday at 7 p.m. on Arizona PBS.
Hiking is so often about reaching a destination.
This is cool. Nice surprise on this hike.
Welcome to Devil's Kitchen.
But what if the real journey begins when we slow down, breathe deeply, and pay attention? Today, we're exploring how staying present through awareness, grounding, and even kicking off our shoes can turn a hike into an experience for the body, mind, and soul.
Watch Thursday at 7:30 p.m. on Arizona PBS.
Ah, the peaceful villages of midsummer host to lovely parties, friendly neighbors, and
she's been murdered.
Dead bodies.
There's a surprising quantity of dead people in there.
But Tom Barnaby is on the case.
Oh, I see.
And he has a new partner.
Your tie is crooked. Thank you, sir. And you don't get Sundays off when you work with me. Great.
The fiendishly clever series...
Stop! Police.
Midsummer Murders.
Thursday night at 8 on Arizona PBS.
A new book examines the story of artwork looted by Nazis during the Holocaust and the fact that many of those art pieces are still missing or tied up in legal battles. The book is titled Stolen Legacies, The Fight for Nazi-Looted Art, and the author is Adina Bernstein, who joins us now here on Arizona Horizon. Good to have you here. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Let's start with the title, the significance of the title Stolen Legacies. It's not stolen artwork, it's stolen legacies. Why?
Well, mainly because of the reason that artwork wasn't just objects. These were family heirlooms. These were collections that were passed down from generations to generations. And when the Nazis came in and committed this, one of the largest thefts of history, they really disrupted these legacies that families otherwise would have had.
How much art, do we know how much art was looted by the Nazis?
Yes, the historians have estimated about 600,000 objects, artwork and cultural objects, and still today, 100,000 of those are still, haven't been solved. They haven't been returned to the rightful owners.
What happened to, in general, what happened to these pieces of art once they were stolen?
Well, they were really scattered all over the world. Hitler, of course, maintained many of them for the museum that he was, preparing for. But many people took them, and they ended up really all across the world in different museums, collections, and different galleries. And a lot of people mistakenly think that after World War II, the artwork just got returned to the rightful owners, where in fact that did not happen.
Why wasn't it returned to the rightful owners?
Well, many of the rightful owners were, of course, murdered.
Yes.
And there was also a lack of documentation. Many times the artworks were signed over, if you will, I say that loosely, because it was done under duress or threats of persecution. Some of them were signing a document from a concentration camp, so those were certainly not legal and binding documents. But many of these victims were, in fact, murdered, and it's just now generations later, grandchildren like me, grandchildren of survivors that are trying to trace their artwork through new archives and provenance research and so forth. They're able to try and locate where those artworks might be, and then they're coming to court if they have to try to get them back.
And this is a personal story for you.
It is a personal story in some ways, yes. My grandparents were Holocaust survivors. They were too poor to really own any type of artwork worth anything. But I remember my grandmother saying many times that when the Nazis invaded her hometown in eastern Poland, they had to give up anything of value. And that included some Sabbath candlesticks. And my grandmother was quoted as saying something along the lines of, to give up one's candlesticks, something of value that was passed down from generation to generation, was a distinct sign of destruction of the Jewish home. And it's very similar to the artwork that would have otherwise been passed down to these other generations.
Yeah, it goes back to the title. We're talking culture here. We're talking identity.
Yep.
More than just pieces of art.
Yes.
When I asked why weren't they returned, I guess the question is, were they marked? If someone was taken to a concentration camp, was kidnapped and put in these places, and their artworks, their belongings were taken, did they mark down, we took this from this house, we took that from that? It must be awfully complicated.
Well, there definitely was some documentation, and there was a very famous woman that was instrumental in keeping documentation so that some of the later generations could then find their artwork, but many of it was not.
Yeah.
It was taken, and that's why they still can't find some of it today.
I was going to say, why is it so difficult to find so many of these? It's lost out there.
It's lost. There was a great story that happened about a decade ago where an apartment, I believe in Germany, was invaded. There was a warrant served for tax invasion, and they came in, and there were hundreds of pieces of artwork.
Talk about the complication aspect here, because it seems very complicated, especially when museums are involved, and museums are involved.
Museums are involved, and many of them are doing the right thing. They are proactively doing the research that's involved in checking the provenance history of the art pieces. But some of them, as you can imagine, want to keep certain pieces for their collections, right? It brings in people into the museum to see their galleries. So there is that fight, and there's also the sort of finders keepers argument that they want to make after so many years they've owned this piece, and in some cases they did, in good faith, acquire the piece. But then I think the bigger question becomes, well, what about justice, and how did that artwork end up where it ended up in the first place?
I was going to say, I would imagine someone who may have a piece of art for a generation or two, finding out that where this art actually came from, that becomes a whole different story, doesn't it?
I think so, definitely.
Yeah. New law now, Pat, talk to us about this, because this is pretty important.
Yes. So, backing up in 1998, we had the Washington Principles that involved about 44 countries, and they were just guidelines that talked about just and fair solutions. But in 2016, I believe it was, the HERE Act was passed, the Holocaust Expropriated Recovery Act, and that had a sunset provision for the end of this year. And in fact, when I was just finishing my book, there were no updates on it because I was checking daily. But last December, the new legislation that was sponsored by Representative Lee from Florida, it passed in the Senate, and this past Monday, 2 days ago, it passed the House. So now it just needs one more signature, and it will extend the HERE Act, and so that we won't have the sunset occurring at the end of this year.
And with that in mind, the current state of art restitution here, and obviously the legislation passed bipartisan, I would imagine, has to be. Is there any resistance to this kind of restitution?
I think you see resistance in just the ways that we've described. Someone who, in good faith, let's say, acquired a piece of artwork, maybe worth millions of dollars, and wanting to hold on to it for whatever reason it might be. But again, I think the bigger question goes back to justice, and how did you acquire that art piece, or how did the first owner that maybe sold it to you, how did they acquire it?
And I haven't asked this question because it seemed a little crass, but I have to ask, how much? Some of these artwork, they must be worth an awful lot of money.
Yes, they are.
And
millions.
And that probably complicates things even further.
Absolutely.
Are you optimistic? Last question. Are you optimistic that this is going to break through and more? Check that. Here's my last question.
Okay.
Where are most of these things found? Where are most of them located?
Sometimes it could just be a situation where a family member is in a museum, in an art gallery, and they see a piece of artwork that they recognize from maybe a photograph that their family had from, decades and decades ago. Other times it could be that apartment in Germany that gets, has a warrant served, and there's hundreds of pieces sitting in there.
So I imagine Germany and Europe is where most of these things are located.
Yes.
It's not like Argentina or something like that?
It actually is all over the world, but yes, there is a good portion of artwork. I cover 13 countries in my book. Spain is included, though, in one of those 13 countries.
Wow, isn't that interesting? Well, the book, again, is Stolen Legacies at Enid Bernstein. Just like released yesterday or something, correct?
Like 8 days ago.
All right, 8 days. Very good. Well, thank you so much for joining. Congratulations on the book and continued success on this very important topic.
Thank you so much.
The Phoenix Zoo is offering a new virtual reality experience that allows visitors to get a close-up look at animals from across the world and explore their habitats, all without leaving the valley. To learn more, we welcome Linda Hardwick with the Phoenix Zoo. Linda, good to have you here. Thanks for joining. A VR experience, huh?
I know, right? We're on the cutting edge
Yes.
of technology, right? The zoo. We're such a treasured institution in the valley, and while we want people to come and see the live animals in their amazing habitats, we're always looking for ways to inspire and get people to care about the natural world. And sometimes we have to go a little bit techno so we can maybe get different audiences. And that's what we're doing.
And you put this contraption on here, and you go on a journey to different parts of the world and see different animals.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. So it's called our virtual reality and art adventure. We've got a series of 12 headsets that are in a certain area of the zoo. It's right behind our coffee shop, kitty corner from the carousel. We have 4 different continents to focus on. And so you will be seeing animals specifically from those areas. And it just really gets people immersed. You know, that's what virtual reality is. It's an immersive experience. So you've got the goggles on. You can look 360 degrees around. You've got lions that are nose to nose with you.
Yeah.
You've got elephants that are spraying, looks like they're spraying water on you. So it's just a really new and unique, fun way to get people excited about nature and to care about the natural world.
I read here cutting-edge conservation technology. I know about cutting-edge technology, cutting-edge conservation technology?
Yes, I'm so glad you brought that up. So where we got these videos is a organization, a nonprofit international organization called Wildlife Protection Solutions. They're based in Colorado. They have hundreds of cameras that are capturing these images all around the world. And when we say conservation technology, they are using these video for good. They partner with, say, rangers in Sumatra, and they will alert a ranger when they say, hey, we are looking at the camera that is right now in section such and such of the land, and it looks like poachers have just entered the area. So they're an amazing organization that are doing good conservation-wise, but in order for them to get the word out so more people can be on board with their mission, they're looking to zoos and other institutions that we can show this footage.
Very good. I also noticed something with the zoo, art adventure. Something called art adventure is included. What's that?
It is. So it's really cool. We have partnered with an artist. His name is Russ Ronit, and he is a beautiful, amazing artist. He specializes in endangered species. So next to these virtual headsets in the same area as VR, we have these illuminated paintings, and they go in and out of contrast. Like they'll be lit and then they fade, and it's really talking about the extinction of the biodiversity in certain habitats. So it's really blending art and adventure all in one.
So, correct me if I'm wrong, but if they kind of come and they go, does that like representing something that could be leaving and becoming extinct?
That is exactly what his theme is. Yes, it is. It's just really drawing attention to the critical need of biodiversity and how we're losing lots of biodiversity in different habitats around the world. And again, then WPS, Wildlife Protection Solutions, that's what they're trying to do, is save all of this biodiversity, save many of these animals from extinction, from poachers, or from human-wildlife conflict. You know, more and more humans are moving into the areas that wildlife are, and so they're able to use this footage for good.
Yeah, you kind of talked about how it was set up, and there's a certain area, a certain part of the zoo. So basically, are these? You don't want these people walking around and bumping into things.
No. So they come into the VR experience. It's a few extra dollars to pay to get in. There's 12 headsets. There's 4 different areas that you can visit. It's 5 minutes for each video. And you sit down, you've got a cord, it's attached to this, you put the headset on, you're on a great little stool that's comfortable, and everyone just kind of takes their head, looks around. Like I said, you've got everything coming up almost nose to nose with you. So yeah, it's in a contained area of the zoo. We don't want people walking around.
No, we sure don't. Hey, before you go, I got to ask you about the heat. We talked about the heat all week. We talked about it just earlier in the show. Boy, that's got to affect you guys too.
It does. temperature completely affects us. March is our busiest month of the entire year because you've got spring break. You've got the local kids who are on spring break. You've got people from out of town. The zoo is an amazing destination. Well, when the temperature gets high like that, people want to try to find something else to do. So it definitely affects our attendance. And then also we're definitely keeping an eye on the condition of our animals because it got hot quickly for our animals. We specialize in animals that really thrive in the hot temperatures. We have an Arizona trail, all native Arizona species. But keepers, every day when they go in, they're looking for any signs of dehydration, lethargy, anything that seems a little bit off. We also have night houses that are climate controlled, fans, misters, shade, all of those good things to protect them.
All right. That sounds fantastic, and that's very reassuring because I worry about those creatures out there.
As everybody does. And we appreciate that.
That's good. Linda Hardwick again, Phoenix Zoo, with this 360-degree VR journey. Good to have you here.
Thank you so much.
And that is it for now. I'm Ted Simons. Thank you so much for joining us. You have a great evening.
Because kids will always be more curious, Arizona PBS delivers programs that serve as a trusted guide for little explorers. Thanks to you and